Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the January update for the channel. However, before we get started, this January update is going to be a little shorter than normal. I only have up till January 21st for content. I am still in the process at this moment of recording, uploading more, as well as recording and uploading more. This whole month has been a clusterfuck, to say the least. First, because of work with holiday. I work in retail, so it's been busy, to say the least. On top of that, New York State has mandated for all retail employees to have the vaccine. So now I am kind of fighting to get the vaccine. Also finding out that a family member of mine might have had COVID, so I might now be infected. I have no idea. I'm looking to get tested. So it's been a clusterfuck. But let's get to the channel update. Starting off tomorrow, January 1st, is going to be part 4 of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. We're going to be dealing with the endoskeletons. Those creepy little bastards who only move when you're not looking at them. Then, on January 2nd, we return to Far Cry 6 with Wonder, as we finally move into the central part of Yara after killing Jose and liberating the West. January 3rd, I play a VR game called Against. Think, Beat Saber and Pistol Whip having a baby. That's essentially this game, as we play a detective who is trying to fight against the darkness itself. Then, on January 4th, we do Homefront Part 3, followed by Halo Infinite Part 5 on the 5th. Honey, I Joined a Cult on January 6th, which is a top-down city builder-esque game where you're building your own facility. Think like Prison Architect Simulator. No, just Prison Architect, that's what it's called. But instead you're building a cult rather than a prison. Then on January 7th, we return to Intravenous as we find one of the killers of our character's brother. Moving on to Part 5 for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Finally upgrading Freddy for the first time. January 9th, I release another part of one of my previous Arma recordings, prior to me actually streaming Arma. January 10th, we are in Israel in World War Z with our squad, trying to push into an overrun military base to find a super weapon to essentially bring down the hammer of God itself on the zombies. Then January 11th, we're back to committing war crimes in Easy Red 2, with January 12th being another 25 to Life Part 2. For some reason, that female cop has like a lot of problems. She's a crazy bitch. January 13th, Part 6 of Five Nights at Freddy's. We go ahead and we finally get ourselves a little laser gun to fight against the robots. January 14th is Homefront Part 4 as we get ready for the final assault against the KPA. And then January 15th, another Arma 3 part. We essentially killed God himself. With January 16th being Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. As we go on a bunch of random odd jobs for the mayor, because apparently we committed tax evasion. January 17th, we finally finish Black Powder Red Earth. Kind of just ends abruptly, and for half the video, it's just a lot me doing like side missions. Then January 18th, I play Compound, another VR game, which is a roguelike. You start off in the sewers of a building, and you work your way up to the top floor, getting as far as you possibly can. I don't get very far, unfortunately. January 19th, Shelter Manager. A game that clearly was not made in the United States, or an English-speaking nation for that matter. It's very odd. The idea of it is that you're surviving, I guess, a nuclear war, and you're trying to build a shelter, but a lot of the instructions are not very direct. The mechanics are very weird. It's an odd game, to say the least, and I'm pretty certain half the game is broken. But Shelter Manager, January 19th. As for January 20th, we have Homefront. We finally end the first game as we push against the Golden Gate Bridge against the KPA. With January 21st being the first of Daemon X Machina. Pretty much Mass Builder, but anime, and honestly, I feel like Mass Builder as an indie game does a lot more for the mech genre than Daemon X Machina. It's weird, but not bad. Just weird, but that is currently what I have for January. I am working on other videos. give you an idea of what I have in the wind so far. Going to be uploading I Expect You to Die 2, followed by Homefront the Revolution, a little bit more FNAF. That's about it, what I got so far. I still have to do more Turner Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I could do more Compound. I gotta do more World War Z with the guys, but that's when we get everyone together. And I might do more Halo, but it's one of those series where I feel like, I don't know, this channel doesn't do very good with AAA games. I do better, and I get more attention with indie games than I do with AAAs. So I might try to focus my efforts on more indies than AAAs going forward, but we'll see. Depending on, it honestly depends on you guys and what you want to see. But that is the channel update going forward for this month. Please keep an eye on Twitter as I do update regularly for update content, so forth. Also, if you guys noticed, my tweets have been late lately. Twitter likes to auto set it to 2022. I didn't realize that, so for some odd reason, I've been automatically setting my tweets to release next year, not today or tomorrow morning. So I've had that settled. It should be fixed by now. And then once we hit 2022, I shouldn't have that issue going forward until January of next year. So we'll worry about that when we get there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around with the channel. It's been an interesting year, to say the least. And certainly a very interesting December. And with everything going on in the world, I can certainly say that 2022 is going to be a very, very interesting year. Let's see what happens. But so long as I'm still breathing, this channel is going to still keep kicking. I'll see you guys around the next one. Thank you so much for sticking around. Have a good night, guys.